Hey everyone. I hope everyone's having a great morning so far because you know who's not having a good morning so far? And rightfully so, Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Jr. So let's get into what the US Sun is reporting about him. They're reporting that he stole or he charged $100,000 to his mom's Amex card before Wells Fargo froze her accounts. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. So let's get into what they said. It says that Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Hunter Jr., spent $100,000 on his mother's American Express card before Wells Fargo froze her accounts. Sources close to the former daytime talk show host exclusively revealed to the U.S. Sun that Kevin ran up a huge tab on her dime in the months before Wendy's brokerage accounts with supposed millions of dollars were frozen in January. It says Kevin Jr. spent around $100,000 on Wendy's personal American Express card. This was her own Amex specifically, the insider shared. The source explained that the card that Kevin used was different than the card Wendy's manager, Bernie Young, had used to hire attorney Carolyn Wolf, as the U.S. Sun previously reported. That is the video when Wendy was saying that they took her money, and her manager at the time, he said in the previous video that I posted, that the Hollywood Reporter did on Wendy, he said he didn't steal money from Wendy. He said he used it to hire a lawyer, and it was to benefit her. It was for her own good. So that's not the card that the Sun used. This is a different card. So now Kevin was demanding that Wendy's advisor pay the bill instead of Wendy, that the source claimed. Between the American Express card usage and the tense visit to a Wells Fargo bank in Florida with Wendy, her son, and her now former attorney, LaShawn Thomas, there were several red flags ahead of the accounts being frozen, according to sources. So they're saying this, it's more than them just freezing her accounts. They really did it to protect Wendy. And if her son really did do this, like they are claiming, that's horrible. And maybe there was a reason they froze it then. But I'm thinking between then to now, she shouldn't still be frozen out of her accounts. I understand this. If this really happened, if her son did this, like they're saying, I don't know what the 100,000 was spent on. It better not have been some jewelry. I don't know what it was, but $100,000, that's a lot of money to just take off of your mother's American Express card. Like, I know Wendy is going through so much right now. And her only son that is supposed to be taken up for her, protecting her, comforting her, is stealing from her. You know she talks about Kevin. That is her pride and joy, her son. That's what she has left from her failed marriage, from her losing her show. That's the only family. And then her brother's talking crazy online now. He's giving all these interviews saying this and saying that he's done with Wendy. It's just sad to know that she does not have a bunch of people loving her and protecting her right now from all of the madness. He should be ashamed of himself. So, of course, he released a statement saying he vehemently denies that he did this, blah, 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 whatever. We'll see how this plays out. Kevin, you are dead wrong. You know how your mother loves you. And what do you choose to do? Take from her at her lowest moment. Because if Wendy would have been in her right state of mind and in charge of her money and not in this mental state that she's in currently, he wouldn't have gotten his hands nowhere near her American Express card, okay? This is why he was clutching so hard to her in Florida and doing what he was doing. That's what he was doing, taking her money from her. I don't like reading the stuff that I'm seeing almost every day about Wendy now. It's horrible what the people around her are doing to her. Guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this with Kevin taken from his mother. Leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.